You know that feeling, when something hits you so suddenly, so intensely, that your chest tightens before your mind can even catch up?
Yeah,
That's exactly how it started. The lights hadn't even fully settled yet, the air still buzzing from everything that came before, and somehow, you could feel it. Something was about to happen. Not just another moment. Not just another stage. Something different. Something that would stay with you long after the music faded. And honestly, can we talk about that energy for a second? Because this wasn't just any night. This was right after Tampa. The echoes of that concert were still alive, still lingering in everyone's minds, like a heartbeat that refused to slow down. The boys had already given so much, and yet, standing there in El Paso, it felt like they were about to give even more. How is that even possible? The crowd knew it too. You could hear it in the way the cheers didn't come all at once, but in waves, rising, falling, then rising again, louder each time. Like thousands of hearts trying to sync together, waiting for one signal. And then, he stepped into the light. No dramatic build-up. No warning. Just Jimin. And the entire stadium lost it. Not gradually. Not politely. Instantly. It was like something snapped. You guys. I'm not even exaggerating. The sound that erupted in that moment? It wasn't just cheering. It was something deeper, something raw. Like every single person there had been holding their breath, and the second they saw him, they let everything go. But here's the thing that really got me. He didn't rush. He didn't try to match the chaos around him. Instead, he slowed everything down. Just a small step forward. A soft glance across the crowd. That subtle tilt of his head, and that smile. Not a big one. Not forced. Just that gentle, almost shy curve of his lips. And somehow, that made it louder. How does he even do that? How does someone stand in the middle of that kind of noise, and make it feel quiet? Because for a split second it did. It felt like everything narrowed down to just him. Just that moment. And then, just when you thought that was already too much to handle, the music dropped. Not explosive. Not yet. Soft. Almost delicate. And Jimin, he moved like he was part of it. Like the sound wasn't something he was performing to, but something flowing through him. Every step was controlled. Every movement intentional. The way his fingers traced the air, the way his shoulders rolled with the rhythm, it wasn't just choreography. It was storytelling. And you could see it in his eyes. That's what gets people every time, right? His eyes don't just look at the crowd, they find you. Or at least, that's what it feels like. Thousands of people, and somehow it feels personal. Intimate. Like he's performing just for you. Did you feel that too? That moment when he looked out, paused, just for a fraction of a second, and everything inside you just stopped? But wait, because this is where things start to shift. Because just when you get comfortable in that softness, just when you think you understand the mood he's building, he changes it. Not suddenly. Slowly. So slowly you almost don't notice at first. The movements get sharper. The energy tightens. That softness? It doesn't disappear, it transforms. And then, the beat hits harder. And Jimin becomes something else entirely. The crowd reaction? Unreal. It wasn't just screaming anymore. It was shaking. You could feel it through the ground, through the air, through your chest. Like the entire stadium was alive, reacting to every single move he made. And he knew it. You could see it in that slight smirk. That confident, almost teasing expression that said,
Yeah,
I know exactly what I'm doing to you right now. And honestly, that moment? That wasn't even the moment that shocked everyone. Because right after that, something happened that no one was ready for. He stopped. Mid-performance. Just stopped. The music kept going, the lights still flashing, the crowd still screaming, but Jimin? He stood completely still. Head slightly lowered. Breathing visible. And suddenly, everything shifted again. You could hear it. That subtle drop in noise. Not silence, but something close. Like everyone instinctively knew, this mattered. And then he looked up. Slowly. Eyes intense, focused, almost piercing. And when he moved again, it wasn't just dancing anymore. It was power. Explosive. Controlled. Precise. Every movement hit harder than the last, like he was building something inside the crowd and then releasing it all at once. The transitions, the footwork, the way his body snapped into each beat, it felt almost unreal. Like, how can someone be that fluid and that sharp at the same time? And the fans? Gone. Absolutely gone. You could see people clutching their light sticks, hands shaking, some just frozen, staring like they couldn't believe what they were witnessing. Others screaming so loud their voices were breaking. And Jimin just kept going. Pushing further. Higher. Stronger. But then, just when it felt like the intensity couldn't possibly go any higher, he pulled it back again. And this is the part that stays with you. Because it wasn't loud. It wasn't flashy. It was quiet. He walked closer to the edge of the stage. Slower now. Breathing heavier, but controlled. And when he looked out at the crowd again, there was something different. Something softer. Something human. You could see the sweat on his skin, the rise and fall of his chest, the way his expression softened, not as a performer, but as a person. And he smiled. Not the playful one from before. Not the teasing one. This one was warm. Grateful. Almost emotional. And in that moment, the distance between him and the fans? It disappeared. It wasn't idol and audience anymore. It was connection. Real, raw, undeniable connection. And honestly, how do you even describe that? How do you put into words what it feels like to be part of something like that? Because it wasn't just about what he was doing on stage. It was about what he was giving. Every movement, every glance, every pause, it felt intentional, like he was sharing something personal, something real. And just when you think you've felt everything, just when you think your heart can't take any more, something else happens. A small moment. Easy to miss if you're not paying attention. But if you catch it, it changes everything. He laughs. Just for a second. A soft, almost breathless laugh, like he's overwhelmed too. And that's when it hits you. He's feeling it. All of it. The energy. The love. The chaos. The connection. He's not just creating the moment. He's living it. Just like everyone else. And that realization? It makes everything more intense. More real. More unforgettable. The music starts to rise again, building into something bigger, something more powerful, and you can feel it coming, right? That next wave. That next explosion. And Jimin? He's ready. You can see it in the way he shifts his stance, the way his expression sharpens again, the way the softness fades just enough to make room for something stronger. And you just know. Whatever comes next, it's going to be even bigger than everything that came before. But we're not there yet. Because right now, in this exact moment, he takes one more step forward. Looks out at the sea of lights. And for just a second, everything feels suspended. Like time itself is holding its breath.